Broadcasting from Watts Creative Studios and live on Grove Street FM. You're listening to Talk Local to Me, brought to you by the Central Virginia Business Coalition.
Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome back to Talk Local to Me. I am Heather Alto with the Central Virginia Business Coalition.
And I'm Mike Norfield with Visiting Angels, America's Choice in Home Care.
And I'm also currently running around crazy, getting ready for this weekend's event. Yes. Bedford Centerfest is happening on Saturday. And right now, knock on wood, we have good weather in the forecast.
Yeah.
I'm super excited for that, considering last year we had to move due to a hurricane, and that's never fun.
72 and partly cloudy. Can't beat it.
Yeah. I don't think people realize how hard it is to pick up an entire 6-block street festival and move it to a different, month.
Right. You've got 140 some vendors,
right,
food trucks, and
having to make all those changes is nuts. So I'm really excited to not have to do that this year.
Yeah,
hopefully.
No tornadoes or hurricanes or anything.
Yes. Not as of right now. Last week I was getting nervous because, that hurricane was coming through, and I kept seeing different things talking about tropical storms. Yeah. And it was showing a 60% chance of rain, I think, at one point on Saturday. And I'm like, no, please no. But right now it's looking great. We are super excited for this, this weekend. And I'm sure if you've listened to some of our past episodes, hopefully you have, you've heard us talking about Bedford Centerfest. And we just thought, this morning we're going to chat a little bit more about it and the first part of the show. And then we also have one of our recording artists calling in to talk about, him performing and being our headliner for the event. So we're excited to talk to Glen Shelton today. And he'll be calling in just a few minutes. So, like you mentioned, we have over 140 vendors, right around that. Wow. When you include food trucks. Yeah. It's a big day. So it starts at 10 and runs to 6. And normally it's packed, from beginning to finish. I mean, the last hour is a little straggly, but
what are the hours again? Remind me.
10 a.m. to 6 p.m.
10 to 6. So.
10 to 6. So if you're in the Bedford area, and normally the town puts out something, and Woody, I'm probably looking at you over here. I'm going to throw something out there. I got to remind you, if you live in Bedford, the roads will close for the center of Bedford at 6 o'clock that morning.
Yep.
You will not be able to drive through the center of Bedford, North Bridge, South Bridge, East or West Main at any point.
Good news
after
is
6.
It's easy to get around those streets.
All of Centertown.
So so we'll have and I mean, if you lived here before, you should know. Every year we get people to get mad because they can't get through, but it is what it is. So we start setting up at 6 a.m. Everyone's getting ready to go. 10 o'clock we get started. So So we have lots of vendors. We have some great food trucks coming this year. So if you're looking for food, I've had a couple people ask who we're going to have. So I thought I'd throw that out there. We've got Cousin's Maine Lobster is coming, the lobster food truck, and we also have Porterhouse Catering. He's always a favorite.
Good. The parfait cups are a favorite.
El Cabritos. So if you're looking for tacos or anything like that, we've got El Cabritos that will be here. And we also have, SWVA concessions. They're perfect for, they have the funnel cakes and the fried Oreos and popcorn, I think. So they have all that good festival fare that you can get. We also have... Bistro Brothers is coming this year. Yeah. So they do chicken wings. They do fried fish. They do chicken, grilled chicken. They do kebabs. They're going to be doing fries and macaroni and cheese and baked beans. And so some of that. Yeah, they've got some good stuff going on. And then we have a lot of ice cream, shaved ice, pink lemonade. Bro and Sis, they have flavored lemonades. Yeah. So the shaved Kona ice.
And they also had donuts last time I saw them. They had cider donuts.
Yes, they did have cider donuts. We also have bubble tea. So boba tea. We have somebody that's doing the boba tea, coffee. And then you've got your downtown restaurants too that are going to be open, which, we've got Domino's if you're looking for the pizza. We've got the Blue Lady if you're looking to go in and grab some sandwiches or a salad. And then we also have Clam Diggers, I think, is going to be open. Nice. And Bridge Street Cafe is going to be open. So there's lots of places to eat. You should not be hungry at Centerfest. If you are, I don't know. You just aren't. You ain't looking.
And you've got the pita place. that I'm
Oh yeah, and the pita place. And the pita place.
And
we'll
they'll
have
be celebrating a
sandwiches.
year because they had their ribbon cutting at Centerfest
They
last year.
did. They did. And then also we've got down at the farmers market, we'll have music all day from 10 to 6. And so I'm going to kick off and start talking about who we have starting off with. And then I think we actually have Glen Shelton on the line. So we're going to talk with him when I get to him, and we're going to chat a little bit more about, him being there and being our headliner at the end of the evening. But we do have, so starting at 10 a.m., we have a band called Tradition. They're a local band, local brothers that are going to come out and play. We're excited to have them. And then at 11:30, we will have Dreamcatcher, and they are a duo. They actually play like the fiddle.
They're great.
Are they? I've not heard them, but I've heard they're fabulous.
Wonderful. They have just a great vibe.
And I heard they're a little unique, and I'm excited for that because I love to have different genres of music where you're not just Centerfest isn't just like, oh, it's the same like type of band all over, every single. So it's really cool to have them coming in.
Yeah, I'm so excited they're there.
Yeah, great choice. At 1:00, we will have the Waffle House Index.
I'm curious for that.
They're coming to play. I'm excited because I know a couple of the guys that are in that band. They're actually CVABC members, and they're related to CVABC members and things like that. So it's really cool. And then at 2:30, and they may be a little bit later because they're running from another event, 2 hours. But the Carly Rae Band, everyone has around this area probably knows Carly Rae. She's fabulous. Yeah. She's played at Dr. Pepper Park quite a few times, and my daughter loves her. So she's going to be playing until about 3:30, 3:50, depending on what time she gets there. And then we have ending our night. We have Nashville recording artist Glen Shelton, and he is on the phone with us right now. How are you, Glen?
Doing well. Great to talk to you, Heather.
It is great to talk to you as always, and I'm excited to have you on because you're actually going to be able to have you there this year. Glen was a product of the hurricane last year where he was supposed to come and play for us, and then when we had to move it, he already had things going on, and we couldn't
secure him. He had to be popular and have somewhere else to play.
Yeah.
On the rescheduled day,
But we're excited to have you this year.
Yes.
Well, we are excited too. Yeah, it's been 2 years in the making, but it looks like coast is clear for this year.
That's what we're hoping. So tell us, what do you have new going on? It's been about a year since we've chatted. You were on the podcast last year when we were hoping that you were going to be able to play. But what do you have new? Do you have any new singles out or anything that we want the public should know about coming into Saturday?
Sure. Well, we have two top 50 songs under our belt now. Our last song hit the top 50 as well. It peaked at number 45. And the song we have right now is sitting at number 55, and it's expected to keep climbing through the fall. It's called Play for Mama, and it's about a high school football player who lost his mom, and he plays for his mom up in heaven. And she's watching him from heaven. So that's our current song right now. We've got an official music video about that too. And so It's been a lot of cool things happening with the song we just recently released.
Yeah, I actually watched that video. I think it was last week, and it's a great song. It brought tears to my eyes. I'm not gonna lie.
Thank you.
So
I'm so fortunate to work with one of the Virginia State high school champion football teams to shoot that video. So that was pretty cool.
Was it in Alta Vista?
It was at Liberty Christian.
Oh, LCA. Okay, very cool. Very cool. Now I know most people do know this, but just for those who may not, you grew up in this area.
Oh yeah.
So
I'm a Lynchburg native.
Yeah. So how exciting is it for you to be able to come and play and be in this area again performing so that you got friends and family that come out and things like that?
Right. For me, this is one of the most exciting dates of the whole year because, kind of growing up in this area, and I've been to Centerfest a few times in the past, but to be able to kind of come back after we've done a few things, nationally, and our music is being played all over the country, it's pretty cool to have the support of our, hometown area, schedule us at this event. And so we really appreciate it. And I'm just so excited about the opportunity to come this weekend.
Now you're going to also be playing. So you're playing, at the farmer's market for Centerfest until 6. But then you're also going to be going over to Clam Diggers, correct? And playing later on into the evening.
Well, that was actually the plan for last year, but I think the plans changed for this year.
Oh, okay.
So we're not going to be doing that this year. That was our plan last year. So if people want to see us, they better come out.
Okay.
4:30 and 6 tomorrow.
Well, that's good to know, because I was thinking it was the same, and I was like, people will be able to come to Centerfest, but if they couldn't make it, they can trickle over to Clam Diggers. But no, now it's urgent, guys. Right. If you want to hear Glenn, you got to come to Centerfest.
Yeah.
And it's exciting to have you playing in that last, headlining the event, because, sometimes I'll find like the festival will start to die out a little bit between 4 to 6. So we're really excited to have you there to maybe encourage more people to show up and be there to listen to the music and still, shopping our vendors and helping out our food trucks and things like that.
It's a great way to unwind at the end of the festival once you've visited all the vendors and done the kids zone and done all the things. And then you can just kind of go and sit and listen to Glen and his group play. And it's a great way to end the day.
Yeah. Well, we're hoping our people will come out and listen to the whole show. We're hoping they'll be there all day long, and just can't wait. I'm just so excited.
Yeah, we're excited to have you.
Now, for anyone who may be listening that is not familiar with Glen Shelton, and if you are not, shame. But tell everyone, what is like the genre of music? Like, what are you out there playing for us?
We're mainly country, as far as, songs we've released, it's country, but yet we do a variety of songs, and we try to do something for everybody. And that's kind of one of the things that I guess one of the compliments we have wherever we go is, they appreciated the variety, and we kind of feel like you did someone for everybody here. And so we do try to do that, but it's kind of all under the umbrella of country, but we do some, some oldies classics and some old rock and things like that. But our new album is all country.
Well, I know I've had the pleasure of hearing you at the Amherst County Fair a few years ago, and you were fabulous. So, if y'all are considering coming out and listening, definitely make sure you're heading out in 4:30 to 6. Come the whole day. I mean, we're gonna have great musical acts all day long.
Make sure you get everything done at Centerfest so that you can come just sit and watch the show.
Yeah. Do the shopping, then come hang out, grab you some food.
That's right, and people don't want to miss this band, because you could take me out of the equation, and the band is incredible. So I'm just so fortunate to have these guys touring with me, and we just got back from the Outer Banks at a show down there, and wherever these guys go, they deliver.
I was just in the Outer Banks. Where were you at?
Oh, really?
I should have come found you.
At the Mars Farm Market.
Huh? Yeah, I was there this past weekend. So that was cool.
Oh, we were there on Sunday. They had the Boomtown Saints on Saturday and had us on Sunday.
Well,
we might have crossed paths.
That's crazy. Yeah. I was taking a quick hiatus before Centerfest. I was doing a quick weekend getaway. So, so we're really excited to have you though, Glen, and we appreciate you being flexible enough that even though you couldn't make it last year, you were able to work it out for this year. Because I know we had so many people that were excited to hear you last year.
Yes, well, we're just looking forward to the people coming out, and we'll keep advertising it on their end. And I just appreciate the opportunity to come back. And like I said, this is one of the most, if not the most important show for me. So I'm ready to go and can't wait.
Awesome. Well, thank you for calling in and, chatting with us for a minute, and we will see you Saturday afternoon, and we are really looking forward to it.
Well, sounds great, Heather. Again, we appreciate it and looking forward to seeing you and all the great people at Thetford Centerfest.
All right. Thanks.
Thank you.
So you heard it, folks. Be there from 4. Be there all day, honestly. Like I said, the music's going to be fabulous. But, if you need to do your shopping, come in the morning, grab some lunch. If you want to go home, take a nap, that's fine. Come back and really just kind of make an evening of it. Yeah. You can make a date night. Bring your hubby. Grab a chair, and grab some food, and just hang out. So
we're
be a good time.
And it's Centerfest, I say it every year. It's a great time to start Christmas shopping because there's a lot of unique gifts. And we actually got my dad he always has this thing with flying pigs with my nieces and nephews, and we actually got the little gnomes that they make. I think I have a picture of your daughter holding a Virginia Tech one, and she was physically recoiling from it.
I did not appreciate getting that picture, but
I just had to take a picture of it, and I was like, Riley, can you hold this so I can take a picture? She said, sure, I'd love to. And then she was like, it looked like it physically hurt her to hold it, but that's okay.
That's because she's her mama's.
The picture still exists. But we managed to get like a flying pig gnome specially made from one of the vendors there. So it was kind of cool. We got a very unique gift that you couldn't really get anywhere else. And there's tons of stuff, something for everybody at Centerfest.
And I want to mention, if you have been in the past and you're like, oh, it's going to be the same vendors. We have a lot of new vendors this year, a lot. And we have quite a few returning, but we have a lot of new vendors. So I think everyone will be pleasantly surprised and pleased. We had to add almost 20 some additional spaces to a lot for the extra vendors that we have. And there's going to be a good variety, great variety of stuff. And I will real quick before we go to commercial and when we get into talking about with our next guest, I wanted to just mention again, our Kids Zone area.
Yeah.
I know we chatted about the music and the vendors, but we do have 2 Kids Zone areas this year. So normally we have that top level. If you're familiar with Centerfest and been before, back behind the old Wells Fargo, now where Custom Structures is. We have up there, we'll have our inflatables. So we'll have 2 different bounce houses, one for younger kids and one for older. We have an obstacle course that will be up there. And then we also have so we have a mobile laser tag. They were there last year and a lot of the kids loved it. He is also bringing this year now a sumo wrestling pit type thing to go along with
Hold up.
Woody, it's on.
What?
It's on.
Yes, a sumo wrestling. This big inflatable you get into the sumo wrestling suits.
Yeah, exactly.
He's bringing that this year too, so I'm super excited for that. I think that'll be fun.
Wrestle for charity.
Mike, duel. What we got for? Okay.
We'll duel for charity.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so y'all need to let me know when it's happening because I'm videoing that stuff because that's gonna be awesome.
I don't even need the suit. I'm built for it.
So we've got him bringing that. We also have Balloon Dude Travis will be back doing balloon animals. We have Extraordinary Faces. She does face painting, so she will be there in the kids area. We have a lady who does fairy hair, like the fairy tinsel. That can,
Woody and I are going to have to skip on that one.
I've already signed up for that.
We'll be putting that in, the fairy hair. So, lots of fun things. The Liberty Middle School cheerleaders will have a dunking booth set up.
Yep, which we're also going to put Woody in.
So we're going to be dunking them, and that helps to raise money for the cheerleading squad. It's funny because on the LHOV, they asked me because my daughter is one of the cheerleaders, and she said, "Are you going to dunk your daughter?" I said, "Oh, absolutely, but I'm not paying for it. I'm just going to go hit the button. Like I'll pay extra just to hit the button." But it's funny because they found a clip that's on the LHOV segment from I think like 4 or 5 years ago when Riley was little. And it was when we had the dunking booth and town council sat in it. And so there's a picture of Riley hitting the button to dunk one of our council members.
Nice.
And so they played that and I was like, oh yeah, you're going to get it this year now that you're old enough to be in the dunking booth. So they're going to be setting up. And so we're very excited for that. And then down in the lower half near, at the base of Union Bank, kind of almost beside the farmer's market, we will have a large petting zoo and pony rides for that kind of section of the kids zone. And then I think we have like a cotton candy vendor that'll be down there set up. So lots of fun things you can do with your kiddos.
At their booth, we had them on the show last week. They're going to be doing, you'll be able to tie dye a t-shirt. So that's awesome.
T-shirt tie dyeing. And, I've had a lot of vendors tell me too, they're going to have candy. They're going to have giveaways sitting out at their table. So like, there's going to be a lot of things that you can to bring your kids out to. I will also mention for any of the mothers that maybe you just had a baby, we have 2 vendors on site. We have normally Strawberry Baptist Church. They set up a baby changing station.
Nice.
So if you're out and about and you need to change your baby, they have covered rooms that they set up outside in like the, it's basically in the drive-through ATM section of the bank right there, but they set it up so it's very private. You can go in and change your children. And then, MHM Mother Baby Services, which is located here in Bedford, she sets up a double booth where you can go in and if you need to breastfeed your child or you just need to pump or if there's anything like that. So there are some very family-friendly, mother-friendly services there too. So don't feel like you can't come because you don't have access to any of that.
Right.
Those
and as a
sort
brand new
of things
grandpa,
will be
I
there.
appreciate that. So
Yeah.
You didn't think we were going to get away without me saying that
Pretty
today.
cool. No.
Yeah,
I was
so
going to get to that.
I had a new grandbaby Saturday, so very exciting.
So congratulations.
They won't be at
to you
Centerfest
guys.
this year, but maybe next year. So
Yeah, that's super cool.
Yeah.
But yeah, so lots of fun for the kids, for adults. You know, we do have the beer garden down there at the farmers market. So we have Virginia Eagle comes out, and we've got some alcoholic beverages you can purchase. Fables and Feathers will be there with wine. Again, 21 and up, should go without saying. And then also you cannot leave the confines of the ABC area. And I say that again, we do have people that will be standing there making sure
I'll be one of them.
that you do not leave the ABC areas.
Mike will be in the sumo suit ready to tackle anybody.
Yeah, you want to talk about getting attention? I need one of those inflatable dinosaur suits, and like if you try to leave, the dinosaur will tackle you, and then as they're walking out with their beer or wine, I'll just run through and knock it out their hand and be like, "No,
Get back in here."
So yeah, lots of fun, lots of stuff going on. We really want to see the streets crowded this year. I know we've got pictures from years past where you can't even see through the swarm of people going up and down the roads, and so
And if you don't like the crowds, the secret is to come at 10 o'clock or to come at 4 o'clock.
Yeah.
Because it's not as crowded during those times.
Yep. And the last thing I will also mention is that we do encourage you, please to visit our local downtown businesses that are also open. While we have vendors lining the streets, we leave the door spaces for all of our local businesses and encourage you guys to go in and shop with them as well. A lot of times this is a really busy day for them, and we want to encourage you to check out what they have to offer as well.
I did that quite a bit last year and discovered Zimmerman's for the first time, which is a great store.
My daughter loves Zimmerman's. I can't let her in there.
Bell's Antiques and things. I found a few things for my office in there for Christmas because I'm a Christmas nut. So, in fact, one of the things I bought and put up is still up because it fits for year round because it's a set of angel wings and we are visiting angels. So,
oh, that's cool. You got the Bell's Treasures?
Yeah.
So there's a lot of really fun, unique businesses in downtown Medford. So we want to showcase them too. So, so excited for Centerfest this Saturday, like in 3 days, Saturday.
This Saturday?
The 21st.
It's supposed to be 81 degrees, by the way, everybody. It's going to be gorgeous.
It's going to be fabulous.
And I think it starts out in the 50s, so it's going to.
Oh my gosh!
It'll be a great wear a hoodie and then take it off weather. So
I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah. So 10 to 6, and again, it's free admission. There's no cost to get into Centerfest. You just come. And as far as the kids zone area, pretty much everything there is free with the exception of the pony rides, and the
laser tag.
I'm not sure about the sumo wrestling. He's a different company, so I don't know if he charges for the sumo wrestling.
So expect that there might be a cost for that. So.
And then the dunking booth is a fundraiser, so we definitely want but the petting zoo is free. The other inflatables are free.
Yeah.
The balloon, balloon dude Travis, we cover his costs, so he can sit there and just make balloons all day for the kiddos. So it's a lot of fun.
Yeah. And if you want to see Woody and I battle it out in the sumo costumes for charity, just come and let us know. We've got a couple CV charities that are members of the CVABC. We can pick one of those.
It's been an epic duel.
We can have people donate, and I'll totally go against Woody.
Yeah,
take him down.
I've heard it's going to be the fight of the century. That's what I heard.
That's what I heard.
I don't know that for true, but it's the word on the street.
It's going to be huge.
And a big thank you to our presenting sponsor, Terman Forest Products, to Destination Bedford, the town of Bedford, Bedford Public Works, Bedford Electric, Bedford, the town of Bedford Police Department, all of them who help us make sure this goes smoothly.
And literally, we would not be able to, with the people that Heather just mentioned, we would not be able to do this, from the sponsor to the town. The town has always been great, Public Works, all that. We would not be able to do this without their cooperation. So
and we have about 20 other sponsors, from stage sponsors to Kids Zone sponsors to our annual sponsors that pick this as their event, that we also could not do this without.
Right.
I can't list off 20 some sponsors at this moment, but they're going to be on our banners and they're going to be on our flyers. So
cvabc.org.
Yeah, cvabc.org. So we're going to cut to a quick commercial and we'll be right back. And we're going to be talking with Lauren with Johnson's Health Center.
Visiting Angels, America's Choice in Home Care, is now serving Lynchburg and the surrounding counties from their new location at 2201 Lincoln Road, providing our community with personal care services, including assistance with bathing, dressing, meal preparation, grocery shopping, light housekeeping, and much more. Our trained staff have to pass all of our requirements for a high standard of care, ensuring that you have a compassionate, kind, and qualified caregiver. Our office team works with you as a partner in providing care for you or your family member to make the task of starting and continuing care an easier process. At Visiting Angels, we understand that every individual is different. That's why our team of dedicated caregivers is committed to providing tailored assistance to make you happier and healthier at home. Call 434-439-4698 to learn more about our services and schedule a free in-home, no-obligation consultation. Trust Visiting Angels in Lynchburg to bring peace of mind to you and your loved ones.
Visiting Angels, America's choice in home care.
So everyone loves that song. Let me tell you, I went to a new networking meeting this morning with people that I didn't really know. And one of the guys just like looked at me and he was like, and he sang, he did it horribly, but that's okay. Sang the theme, the little jingle that you just heard to me. And before we left the meeting, he actually had to find it on YouTube and play it for the group because some people were like, what are you talking about?
It's catchy.
Yeah, it is catchy. So,
it's a good one.
And there's verses and everything, as you know, Woody, because I've sent that to you. But
I have the long version too. If anybody wants that,
it's got verses.
We'll make it available on Spotify and Apple Music.
It gets 3 cheeses on the Cheese Award. So
listen, a good jingle is important. There have been iconic local brands. That's what you remember. So that is very important. So
I need a jingle.
Like what's Jack-O-Lantern deal?
I'll work on it.
Yeah, I need a
Nobody beats
jingle.
our prices. Nobody.
I don't know
Y'all know.
what kind of CVABC jingle I could come up with.
Come up with
but
one.
I mean, it could be something.
I'll work
Maybe like
on
some
that.
kind of like buy local campaign jingle. Like
Yeah.
buy,
Yeah.
I can't do it. I'm not the person to come up with stuff off the top of my head. So that's not going to happen.
Stay tuned, everybody.
Yeah. But yeah, absolutely. And if you're interested in being a sponsor and of the podcast, it's really simple to do. Having your commercial play each week. It's $100 for the month. It is extremely affordable.
We can help you write it. We can help you record it. We try to make it a very easy process.
Yeah, you can either do host read or you can come in and record it yourself. And we, I like to let people know it's not just people that are listening live that hear this, because this also then gets uploaded to wherever you get your podcast. So people are going on and downloading and listening. And, when the notification bell rings, I'm sure you guys have subscribed and hit that notification bell.
That's right. I have.
They're hearing this. So you're getting more than just this one shot, once a week. So $100 or, for $250, we can be recording, from the Visiting Angels studio. And that's kind of a fun little, thing that we put out there as well. So good ways to just kind of promote yourself and let us know if you're interested. You can contact me at heather@cvabc.org. So we're going to switch it up from Centerfest and all of that. But we are going to be talking about an event for tomorrow, which is not our event, but our guest event. But we're going to talk with Lauren with Johnson's Health Center. How are you?
I am great. You guys are wonderful.
Well, thank you.
Great to be here, and thank you so much for the invitation.
Well, I'm really glad to have you here. Johnson's Health Center, I love, not just because you guys are members and sponsors, but you have been the provider for my child for many years now. So I can attest to the quality of care that we have, received through Johnson's Health Center here in the Bedford area. So I just, throw that out there first and foremost.
That's awesome. Great.
But I guess for those listening, let's just kind of jump into, who is Johnson? What is Johnson's Healthcare? How many locations do you have? Kind of give us the overall kind of view of, who you guys are.
Well, Johnson Health Center was formed in 1998. We're a federally qualified health center. We serve Lynchburg City, Amherst, Appomattox, Bedford, and Campbell counties. We have 5 health centers. You may recognize different names like the Bedford Community Health Center, the Rustburg Community Health Center, the Amherst Community Health Center, Lynchburg Women's and Pediatrics Health Center, and Johnson Health Center on Federal Street.
Yeah.
So being a federally qualified health center, we offer comprehensive care. That means you can get your primary care, OBGYN, behavioral health, dental, pharmacy, all under one roof. And we want to make sure that comprehensive care means taking care of the whole person and the whole well-being. So that's why we're there. Community health centers came into existence about 50 years ago, and it came out of the civil rights movement to make sure that all have access to quality health care.
Which is important.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And it's important to also recognize that we provide health care to all. We take all insurances, we take Medicaid, Medicare, and for those who are uninsured, we have a sliding scale to help them get the care that they
That's
need.
great. Yeah, because it's important because it's so hard to get insurance now. You've got a lot of, because of course we always talk on the show about how America is built with small businesses, but it's so hard for small businesses to get insurance that is worthwhile having and being able to use. And so having that where if somebody doesn't have insurance and having the sliding scale can make it more affordable because it's so important to take care of your health and maintenance is so much easier than emergency fixes, right? Yes. So being able to go see a doctor on a regular basis and kind of fine tune instead of trying to fix something is, when something catastrophic happens and it's a lot easier.
Well, and it's nice for our patients to go in for a primary care appointment, and there may be an underlying dental issue
Right.
or behavioral health issue, and those providers can come right into that primary care appointment. And so you don't have to be referred out. You can see that provider right there and begin a course of action to take care of your health needs.
Mm-hmm. I think, when people are out there searching or looking for a doctor, like that is a really important, a really important thing. Yeah. You want to have somebody that not just is going to give you quality care, but like even on my end, I always state like how important like relationship building is between business owners. And the same goes with like your provider that you're working with, especially healthcare, dental, stuff like that. You want to have good care. You want them to do the fixes and whatever, but you want to go to somebody you trust and you feel comfortable being with. And whether it's you personally or like myself as a mother wanting to take my child somewhere and knowing that they're going to hear me and not just blow me off and say, oh, it's this. Thank you so much to pay your copay. We'll see you later. Sort of deal. You want to make sure that you're with someone who's really going to hear you. And, I think that, and again, this is just speaking from my own personal, here, like my youngest, she suffers from severe, migraines, and she's had different issues, and we've gone in with various, different things. And every single time that we've spoken, to her provider, they've taken the time to really sit down and the train's coming through. So give me a second, because apparently, that has to happen.
You got to keep your health on track.
You got to keep your health on track. There you go. The train track of health. But yeah, so, but they've actually sat down and taken the time. And like, when I've come back and been like, it's not working, this isn't working, they haven't looked at me like, okay, crazy lady, like we're done talking to you. But they've then said, okay, let's do this source, or have we looked at this and how can we fix it? And then they've referred us to someone that we really could, and her migraines have really diminished since we've been on this pathway.
Right.
All of that to say, it's an important decision when you're, looking for healthcare.
Well, it is. And, across our area as well as the nation, there is a provider shortage.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
It's hard to recruit doctors and providers to come in. And that's the main focus for Johnson Health Center is our workforce and making sure we can recruit and retain quality providers. And so, we're always recruiting, always looking for doctors, for dentists, for behavioral health specialists.
Mm-hmm.
But the care begins when you call and make your appointment. And working with those patient assistant specialists, working possibly if you need a little bit of extra help, our community health workers are at all of our locations. They can help you with paperwork. They have a huge referral resource list. If you have needs that are outside medical, they can help you with transportation. They can help you with food, with clothing. We are a resource. We do troubleshooting to make sure that our patients have what they need.
Mm-hmm. Another thing I'll mention that I love is that, and at least in Bedford, and I'm not sure if it's in all of your locations, but you guys have your own pharmacy.
Yes.
Inside. And so I never have to worry about, I'm going to send this to CVS or I'm going to send this to Walmart. And then you get there and then they're like, oh, we haven't filled it. It's going to take 20 years to fill, or we don't
right.
I just go, hey, and they send it over to the pharmacy, and I sit there and I wait, however long, 10, 20 minutes, however long it's going to take. and pick it up and I'm out the door.
We do have 3 pharmacies, one in Bedford, one downtown on Federal, and one in our new Amherst facility.
Nice.
And in Amherst, it's a drive-through pharmacy.
Oh, getting fancy.
But all through our pharmacies, you can also do mail delivery for your prescriptions if you need that, and that's free of charge as well.
Okay,
cool.
We also have this thing called a $5 list, and I think it's the best. It's on our website, jhcvirginia.org. And it's $5 medications that you can get. When you typically would go to a pharmacy, it may be $12. And so there's things on that list that are regular things you may get that you can get for $5 or less. So that's something to look into also.
Awesome.
Very cool.
And you don't have to be a patient of Johnson Health Center to utilize our pharmacies.
Oh, no, I didn't know that. That's a good thing to know. Okay.
Even the $5.
Even the $5 list.
Okay. So even if you've got a different provider and a different pharmacy, you can look and see if it could possibly save you some money, which everybody loves. Right. Yeah.
And so our new facility in Amherst, we're doing our grand opening tomorrow, grand opening and ribbon cutting. It's from 3 to 5 in Madison Heights. It's the Amherst County Community Health Center located at 109 Clearview Road.
Okay.
We'll have a short program, and then we're offering refreshments and tours of our new facility. The health center did open in June to start seeing patients. We kind of phased in 2 different facilities under one roof. So we took our time to make sure we had workflows right and our patients were happy. And now we are fully open to business and ready to share what a wonderful building it is. In that health center, we have primary health, we have adult and pediatrics, we have behavioral health, and we have dental. We have 10 dental operatories in that facility. We have a pharmacy, as I said. It also is a drive-through pharmacy. We have a fitness center that will open for patients in mid-October. It's also open to our staff around the clock, and patients will be able to access that during work hours. And part of our fitness center, we have a teaching kitchen, and we hope to hold classes where we can teach healthy cooking and eating and promoting a healthy lifestyle.
Okay, that is really cool and unique. Cool. Again, I love that.
And again, that's free to our patients.
Now, also tomorrow, because I'm excited to come and check out the new facility, y'all also have Give Day going on tomorrow?
We are doing a Give Day tomorrow. I've been at Johnson Health Center now for a year and a half, and when I joined the staff, Giving Tuesday is huge. It's huge everywhere, but it's easy to get lost. And so I wanted to create a Give Day that was a standalone day where we could have a focus on who Johnson Health Center is, what are the services, and who can take part in our services. So tomorrow is also our Give Day. When we say Give Day, of course, a financial donation would be appreciated. We are a federally qualified health center. We do have a grant through HRSA for our general operating expenses. But anything beyond general operating, special services such as extra funding for x-ray machine, dental x-ray, spot vision screeners to check vision in children and adults, and our services such as our mobile medical unit and our transportation services rely on donations from private donors or grants from foundations or companies. So it's very important on our Give Day to say, hey, we're here. These are the services we offer, and we need your assistance. Something that I also learned coming to Johnson Health Center is each Medicaid visit, we're underwater $10. Every Medicaid visit that we see, we receive reimbursement for, but it's $10 less than what the actual visit costs. And so for $30 in a donation, you're covering the medical care for a patient for a full year. So that's nice to think, $30 can take care of someone in my community.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's awesome.
That is great.
Yeah.
Now, I wanted to also mention, and I'm going to butcher I know, I probably shouldn't even do it, but I'm doing it anyway. That's just how I'm going to roll. I know a couple of years ago, I actually got to come, y'all did a celebration because I know Johnson Health Center has been is an employee of choice. What is it? It's an award you guys get for like, what is it? Taking such good care of your employees. And I forget what it's called.
Workplace of choice.
That's it. Workplace of choice. I knew I was going to butcher it, but I just wanted to.
Close.
I knew what I was kind of talking about. And I just wanted to bring that up because I feel like that is also super important to let people know, because that's a big deal to get that award, and just showing how much you guys treat your employees as well. When you're talking about staffing issues and things, especially nowadays, how that kind of plays into it too. So I just want to kind of put that recognition out there too, even though I butchered it terribly.
And Johnson Health Center, our mission is to provide affordable and comprehensive health care with quality services to improve access for all. But our vision is to be a place where staff feel highly valued, patients are deeply cared for, and leaders model the way by living out the core values. And our core values are respect, integrity, innovation, teamwork, and excellence. And wow, it's great to work in an environment that those are the values.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I have shared with some of our interns that I've worked with that if you have an idea, you need to share it.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Because it will be listened to. And that's part of our innovation to keep improving for our patients.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was great to see when I attended the celebration for when y'all received that. Just, you could tell like the employees that were there were so excited, and it was just a big deal to them to be recognized. And it was just really cool. So.
Well, it is a family, and we all support one another. And as I said, care begins at the very beginning when you call and make your appointment. And then at the end, we do the follow-up surveys to make sure that your visit was what you were expecting,
Mm-hmm.
and finding out ways that we can improve. So we're there throughout. It's not just the doctor or the nurse practitioner or the dentist. It's beginning at the very beginning, and our whole staff.
Mm-hmm.
is involved with the patient experience.
Awesome. So tell again, when does the Amherst, is it already open, or is it opening tomorrow?
Well, opened in June.
Okay.
We're having the grand opening
Tomorrow.
ribbon cutting tomorrow. That's Thursday, September 19th from 3 to 5 p.m. And the address is 109 Clearview Road in Madison Heights.
And you turn next to the Northminster
Yes.
Church right there? Okay.
And we have parking on the health center grounds or at Northminster Presbyterian.
Now, if we have someone potentially that's listening that does not have a primary care physician, or they're shopping and looking around, and what is the best way for them to, reach out and kind of come in maybe for an intake, or see, do they just kind of can they go on Johnson's, like on your website,
Yes,
and
you
look
can
at their
go on our
closest location?
Website, you can call. You can also just come into the health center.
Okay.
Our community health workers are available at all the health centers. They're there for walk-ins to talk about what services we offer and to look at your insurance. They can enroll you in Medicaid if that's appropriate. They can do a sliding scale based on your household income. So there's a lot of ways that you can walk in and become a patient.
Perfect.
Awesome.
Yeah. I've been on y'all's website. So for anyone who wants to, it's JHC Virginia, and that is spelled out Virginia.org. And you can look up all their locations and their providers and their services. So I highly recommend that if you're looking for somewhere, if you're looking for, whether it's new care or new care, or, maybe for yourself or your family members, or, definitely check it out.
And I'll share a telephone number.
Yeah.
Also, telephone number is 434-455-2480.
Okay, perfect.
Awesome. So I asked two questions to every guest that comes on the show.
Okay.
And one is, how long has Johnson Health Center been a part of the Central Virginia Business Coalition?
Oh, I don't know.
I'll answer that because I know. Yeah.
Sometimes this question just gets defaulted to Heather.
Yeah, that's well, because I'd worked with Taylor for a while, and it's been at least about 5 years now, if not longer. Because I think they were members prior to me, coming on board, but within the past 5 years, they've also become, pretty major sponsor for our organization, and that's been going on for at least 5 years. So
awesome.
We're very appreciative of that.
All right, next question is, are you ready?
Okay.
It's a stumper. What do you think is the best benefit of being part of this CVABC?
Well, I met with Heather to go over the benefits of being a sponsor and just the opportunity to get the word out about your organization, be it a part of the parades,
right?
Be it a part of a podcast, being an event sponsor of Centerfest or some of the other events. For the price, you can't beat that.
Right. Right.
And the exposure that you can get, that is so different than any other organization around.
Yeah.
That's what I would say.
100%. I agree.
Yeah. And if I'd had to answer for her, I would have said that too.
Yeah.
Or I would have just said Heather. But she all knows my favorite answer.
That's not a valid
just
answer.
Heather.
That's the reason I liked her answer so much, is because that's not what she said.
No. It's not what she
No, it's.
Oh no.
Yeah,
but thank you so much for joining us today.
Yeah. And for being a sponsor of the CVABC and being part of it. So it's great. We've got some really great members. Yeah,
we really do. And I say that a lot, but I'm always blessed with not even just those that support monetarily, but even volunteering. I have some great members that just reach out and are like, hey, how can I help? Idea wise, I love people to throw out ideas, just collaborative, being able to collaborate with businesses, whether it's, with us or whether putting businesses together to collaborate. I've been really blessed in the last 5 years since I've been here, been a part of the CVABC to be able to do that in this, community and surrounding areas. So, we're excited. So come out tomorrow if you'd like, to give back. If you've got, give day, give away. I agree with you on the Giving Tuesday. It is difficult to figure out which nonprofit you're giving to when all of them are so, you need. And speaking of that, I'm actually that segues into a really quick thing. Don't forget next Friday at the Hilton Garden Inn, as part of our morning coffee talk, we do have our community giving fair, which is our nonprofit vendor expo. Yeah. So we'll have some nonprofit vendors that have tables set up where you can just stop in and get information, find out how you can support them. Then it's, like I said, part of coffee talk. So it's a great vendor business networking event where you can come out and meet other businesses in our area that support each other. So highly recommend you showing up, like I said, next Friday, the 27th from 8 to 11 at the Hilton Garden Inn. So we got a lot of stuff going on. I'm really very tired. I'm going to try and take off in next January because between now and Christmas parades, I don't have much time to do that.
Well, thank you again for the opportunity. And I'll share our website one more time.
Yes.
For more information or to make a donation, it's jhcvirginia.org.
Yes. Perfect. Thank you so much. And for those listening, we hope to see you at Bedford Centerfest this Saturday from 10 to 6. And if you have any questions about any of the events we've talked about today, or you want some more information about Johnson's Health Center, you can also go to our website at
cvabc.org. Have a great week. We'll see you next Wednesday.
Thank you.
That was good. You did really well.
Very well.
Really.